Yes.
Thank you very much.
I forgot to record the last time. Yes, so I was saying that, sorry about that. My orgas from Make Music was calling. So yeah, so I was saying you can start practicing from starting to hear one note, one note, one note. When you hit that note, be able to reproduce it, resound it with your voice, with your instrument, practice consistently that way, and you begin to hear the notes. And the truth is, the more you play music, the more you practice, you begin to hear it. Like, before you start playing, you didn't know do re mi fa sol la ti do, and like, some people can't even sing so fast to save their lives. Even singers in choir, they don't know how to sing so fast. It's normal, it's okay, but they can sing songs anyways. But when you put the solfas before them, they can't pitch each note correctly. But the moment you begin to create the awareness of these are the musical sounds, these are the musical alphabets, and then they begin to pay attention to it, give them time, they begin to sound those notes accurately. So it still falls back to the first question we were talking about, that if you can play your instrument without knowing how to sing or play the solfas. Okay, so I'm just going to share from the screenshot that I made from the last time we were here, because it had people's questions. So I'll just project that. If I'm not making sense, kindly call my attention, like, hey, Oga, keep quiet. You're not making sense. I'll keep quiet, I promise. So where are you? Okay, please hold on. Let's project that screenshot I made. Yeah, I found it. So I'll just share now. So hopefully we'll be able to take all the questions today. I really hope we'll be able to. Uh, yeah, so what's next? How do I control? I'm taking the next question from Michael Akinlolu. How do I control poor breathing? I get tired in my breath control, even before picking up the sax. It makes techniques like circular breathing so discouraging for me. Circular breathing is like the oga pata pata of them all, right? So let's come back to the basic breathing level. One of the most important technique that helps with breathing is long tone. I mean, we cannot overemphasize that enough. Long tone, one, and then putting aside the music thing, what's your daily activities like? Not everybody is faithful to workout. I am not. I am a seasonal workout person. One season can come and I'm like, hey, I must work out. And another season can come like, hey, allow me to enjoy myself. You understand? So sometimes what we do are physical activities, fitness and all of that has a good way. Exercise is basically has a good effect on how we play, because I mean we do breath. Somebody just entered my office and I'm alone. Okay, so we do breath and breath. There's no saxophone without breath, right? So we do a lot of breathing. So long tone exercises are good, right? You need to use your metronome. That will guide you. Set it to as low as 82 beats per minute. Check the people that are in my circle. I am big on 82 beats per minute. I don't know if they know why. They're like, oh, my what's BPM? I'll say 82 beats per minute. What's the BPM? 82 beats per minute. I'm big on that because it stretches you. I mean, you can even go lower than that. It stretches you. So take a scale, for example. C major is always the most popular scale to use as an example. So take a scale, for example, and pick each note, you know, and begin to play that scale, right? So you can go slowly. The thing is, what long tone does is, one, it gives you tone focus. So we can link it back to the other question that talked about sulfur, hearing the sound. It gives you tone focus. So if you're playing your long tone, it helps you to think. You begin to think about the sound. You begin to hear the sound. I'm just going to put my metronome here to 82. Okay, it's between 80 and 84. It helps you to think, right? You hear the sound, you know, you begin to pitch correctly, how it should be. See, your practice time is where you stop, start, repeat, correct, do it again, stay there, all of that. That's what happens in your practice time. Your practice time is not the event time. It's not the show time. It's not the on stage time where you just have to keep going no matter the error. Your practice time is where you stop and correct all the mess. Stop, correct it, go back, resound it. I'm trying to get, for example, trying to get that's G, by the way. Mind you, it's boring, it's tiring. You don't want to stay there. But that's the little secret that makes a big difference. You don't want to stay there. It's boring. And guess what? The big guys, they do it. Ask a Kenny G. Ask a Kek Whalum. They do it. They do it. It's not all about the phrases, the fast playing. And not, this is the foundation. And a lot of players don't have a good foundation. They don't have it. They don't have a good foundation, right? And this is foundation. And you can always go back to it. Well, I'm always going back to the basics. I don't even have a choice. I teach people of different levels. So even if I think I am on level 10, I get a student and the student brings me back to level 0. So what do you think? My foundation, my basics is always on check every single time. Why? I have different levels of students. They will always take me to 0. So when you have a student that, oh, thank God, this student don't go reach the stage. Another person comes to sign up for lesson and the person says, oh, how long have you played? I've been playing for like 5 years. What can you play? I can play my scale. I can play songs. I can do everything. I just want to be able to perform. You know, I want to sound, you know, like the way you people sound. I have them a lot. And then you're like, okay, please, can you play me your G major scale? And you find out that there's no foundation. They can't play a smooth scale, like smoothly. See, guys, the industry is full, but not be everybody sabi. Like sabi in the sense that not everybody has done basic work, right? So you have people that cannot, if they cannot even do those stuff. Is it that they don't know it? They know it. They just cannot do it properly because the foundation is not right. And if the foundation is not right, you can complete it. So these are foundation stuff. So to help with your breathing, stay on long tone exercises. Go slowly. See, you can only go fast if you know what you want to play. If you don't know what you want to play, you cannot go fast. You make mistake and you cannot play fast and be thinking about it. The times you think is when you go slow. If you want to play fast, you're not thinking, your fingers are just moving. So what happens when you do long tone exercises is that your mind, your fingers, the saxophone, they are in sync. They have connected and they are just running. Why? Because you've done the work slowly. Now it's time to play. Let's jam. And then you're just going. You're just going. You're not thinking about it. The moment you start thinking, you make mistake. Try it, check it, pay attention to what you do, and you see that it's true. So every time you're playing really quick, you are not thinking about the next thing. Remember, the instrument is a mind instrument. Everything you want to play is right there. It's fixed in your mind. You already know what you want to play. Just like Brother Shaggy will say, oh yeah, hit me. And you just hit and it keeps going. Check it. If in that process you try to think, there'll be some, like you face gallop. then you stabilize again. So go slowly, do long-term exercise. I don't mind. You can reach out to me privately, feedbacks. Just tell me what you've done, or if you need help, just help. I think I'm the most generous teacher. I don't know. I'm just saying, but I think I am. So you can always reach out to me. But to get where I go reach, you need to pay for session. You understand? But basic stuff I can give you for free. Yeah. So I hope that helps, Mr. Michael. So let's go to the next. So it's discouraging you. Like I said, circular breathing is the oga pata of them all. If you can't sort out the basics, don't even go there, because when you get there, you will need to come back to the basic breathing level. So sort that out, go gradually, set a target. Oh, by December, I should be able to do circular breathing. Then you work towards, not be say when December reach, now you can't walk. Oh. That means you have to start working step by step from June. What do you want to achieve with your breathing technique at the end of June? Then you move to July. What do you want to achieve? Set a goal. You can even set a weekly goal. By the end of this week, I should be able to hold my breath even without the saxophone for 1 whole minute. Try it. Set the timer on your phone. Check. The first time you do it, it may just be 10 seconds. The next time you do it, it may just be 11 seconds. The next time you're able to go, just your breath, not the sax now. You're able to go 15 seconds. The next time you're able to go like 30 seconds. The next time you're going up to 40. So your system is adjusting. The whole system is adjusting. This thing here our God don't bring come. Oh yeah, oh, let's adjust. Your lungs are adjusting. Your mind is adjusting. Your mouth, even the breath itself is adjusting, and you begin to like achieve great goals, right? So give it a try. So let's go straight up to who's this? Ayo, good morning, everyone. I've been playing saxophone for a while, but I still don't feel convinced on point yet, especially on improvisation, tone, and speed. Every of these questions, they are kind of interwoven. Yeah, so like I said, okay, my internet says it's unstable. I need to know if you can hear me before I go on. Am I recording? Am I recording? I am. All right, so can you all hear me? Because my internet is saying that it's unstable, so just checking. Yes.
So go ahead, please. I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, good. So the next question, we've been playing for a while now, and you don't think that, I'll put it up again. We have a physical audience here. Hello, Mr. Ben. Good morning. Okay, hope I shared the right thing, because I can't even see what I'm sharing. Okay, I'll just read it from here.
I can still see you.
Oh, good. All right, so the person says, good morning, ma'am. I have been playing the saxophone for a while now, but I still don't feel convinced. That conviction is very important, though. I'm on point yet, especially on improvisation, tone, and speed. So there's a whole lot. Like I said, playing the sax is a step-by-step process. That's why you always have method book. If you have ever used a method book, it takes you from point 0 to point half to point 1 to point 1.5 to point 2, point 2.5, 2 to 3, 3, and on. So you start going step by step. That's what method books does, right? So it's the same. You cannot skip one level. You have to go gradually. What point are you on now? Ayo, is Ayo still here? What point, what level of the sax are you on? You can't skip one for the other, because by the time you get to that point, it will send you back to the level you skipped. Do you understand? You can't skip one for the other. And when you talk about tone, working on your tone should start from the first day you pick up your instrument. The first day, the very first day, not before old age. Old age in the sense that you don't play for like 5 years now, and then you won't start to work on your tone. There's nothing wrong. You can start working, you can retrace your step. But I'm saying that your tone development starts from the very first day you pick up your sax. So it is very important who you trust your saxophone journey with, or who you trust your musical journey with. Very important, because those are the people that are like laying foundations for you. So learning tone starts from day one. Speed starts from day one. Why? Because you start up by crawling, and you even need to learn that crawl. Remember, okay, let's just say you start up by just shake body. That's starting point, right? And then you begin to move. If you played slowly, there's nobody that started the sax by playing fast. So that means we all started playing slowly. So how well can you play slowly before you start talking about how well can you go fast? Yeah. So the speed is in the playing slow. It's connected. If you can do it slowly, you can run with it. Trust me. And then practical ways is gradual. You set your metronome. You need a metronome, guys. If you don't have a metronome, you don't have any business doing music. Hey, where's your metronome? You need to get one. It helps you to play to time. Set it to a slower pace. If you don't have a physical one or a manual one like I have here, it's a lot on the internet. Just go to your Play Store, Apple Store, and download one. Follow the pace. You even learn to play to time, and go gradually. So you're playing. See, I'm not going to change this time. This is still 82 beats per minute. I'll just use G major. 2 beats for each note. That's what I'm doing. So. So I go 1 beat now. Right? That's 1 beat. So I'll go 8 notes. The pace is increasing, right? I take it again. So I increase it further. Right? Did you hear the difference? So go from the slow, and you begin to increase the pace. I didn't change the time. Remember, it's still on 82 beats per minute, and I could still go. So it's not by when the metronome start going. So what can you do? So even if the metronome is fast, you can slow it down with your mind. You can increase it in your mind. I mean, it just works. It's all connecting, right? I hope that helps for that question. I'll move on quickly because of our time, because I can actually teach for a whole day. Some of us are blessed like that. I'll move to the next. I hope you find that helpful, Mr. Ayo. Are you still here? Sax Eagle says, good morning, ma'am. How can I develop improvisation? Improvisation starts from understanding chord progression. Because the thing you want to play over, do you even understand? Do you even understand what you want to play over in the first place? And take it from, it's always, see, you always go back to the basics, from the very small little stuff. Do you understand? So you need to improvise. Start from being able to even play chord tones. Some people don't even know triads, the simplest of them all, because those are what will actually guide you. So say you are playing, let's take a major seventh, for example. So what's a major seventh? It's going to help us. You can use the chat room. Excuse me. What are the notes that makes up a major seventh? I'll check the chat room now if I've seen do, mi, so, ti. So can we use alphabet? Yeah, okay, go ahead. If you have to speak, it's fine. Great lesson. Thank you, Sam. So, right? So now let's tweak that note. So you have, let me just use my board. So we have this will take a lot of time. So if you sometimes some questions requires a lot. So we have, oops, What's that? Why? So we have sorry about that. The so T, so that's your 1 3 5 7, right? 1 3 5 7. I played it on C as well. I went from G and I went to C, right? So I moved from F to C and back. So yeah, now if we have to like switch this position, so who's gonna go? Let's rearrange this. So what will be your next? Anybody can speak, please. Let's rearrange this. This is basic stuff. Basic. Starts from simple stuff like this. All right, Mr. Michael, then somebody's name is Zoom user. Go ahead. If you're going to rearrange this, for example, what would you do? Somebody should talk to me, or you're using the chat room. I don't want to leave this board. It's just going to go off. If you want to speak, it's fine. Okay, I'll just do that. Okay, so Ray 357, arrow 357. What's that? Okay, so I just play what I'm seeing on the chat room, so it's easier. So somebody said, so the first I have is, and I have that's on C. I have, oh yeah, now where the different ones? Okay, yeah, somebody did. I'm playing what you guys are typing on the chat room. So then I have then I have I have a I have a that's the last one. I just played around that. Yeah, any other options? I'm applying them now. So you have I just added into that. These are basic stuff. I played You Are Yahweh, so I did it again. I added Ray to that, so I alternated it. Mi so ti do. Remember, then I just added so mi do ti, the last one I saw. Then I've actually started alternating it with adding notes into where you guys put up. So I mean, You've started improvising. This is basic level. And this is always where you need to start from. Guys. Yes. What's that? You cannot start from the top. You go fall because when you start going gradually, you're not just going like excuse me. When you start from the foundation level, and you're growing, you're gaining balance from the lowest of level. You're gaining balance, you're gaining experience, your vocabulary is being expanded. By the time you get to the top, you're standing firm. Why? Because you're well rooted, guys. So it's always back to the foundation, back to the see, found a lot of foundation is faulty. People just want to play. I have students that they come and like, I just want to be able to play songs. I just want to be able to play. I say the playing of songs is in your ability to be able to play simple exercises. Some people cannot even play simple exercises as to re mi fa so that simple exercise, simple major scale patterns. They cannot play it. Why can't they play it? Because they have not spent time with it. Now, get it? Because you cannot play it now doesn't mean that by tomorrow you will not be able to play it. Do you understand? Because you cannot do it now doesn't mean that you will not be able to do it. It tells me that you will be able to do it. It just tells me that you never decide to do them. It just tells me that you have not given time to it. The moment you decide, oh yeah, let's do this thing, you begin to do it. So you cannot do it now because you have not actually fed it enough. You have not given enough time to it, right? I hope that helped. That was a good exercise. Try it. Just pick one chord and mess around with it. Switch position, alternate them. You hear the beautiful colors that comes out of playing, just playing the melody lines, not even striking the chords now, just playing them. It's just beautiful. Invert them and do all of that. There's a lot of material on the internet. I mean, we are so blessed right now. Anything you want to find out, just go on Google. You find it. Even if you have to read a line 100 times to understand it, read it, right? So I'll go straight up to the next question. I know there's a lot on the chart from. I just want to finish the one I screenshot. So the next one is, wow, okay. I think we are done with the screenshot. So I'll just go straight up to the chat room now and see what's happening there. I know it's buzzing, right? So I'll scroll up. Do we have questions there? I don't know if you got. Oh yeah, I got it, Mr. Ayo. Hope that was helpful. I'm sorry, ma. Does the M in BPM means minutes or major? Beat per minute. Beat per minute. Minute. Okay, somebody answered that. Oh, thank you. You guys are nice. So, do we have any more questions? Great lessons. Yes, madam. Okay, thank you guys. I'm getting encouraged in the chat room. Okay, any more questions, please? Up to this point. If you don't have questions for me, I'm going to ask you people a question. Wow, I mean, I didn't believe I could exhaust all the questions like sharp, but I did. Okay, so do we have any question? Any question that we can answer? You deserve a chilled Fanta. Thank you. I'll collect it, right? Yeah, I will, and I'll drink it because I deserve it. So, any more questions? If you don't understand anything I've said at all, you can also, okay, I'm bringing it down. Sorry. Yeah, so anybody wants to ask me any more question? Let me see the people I have here. How do I reach you personally? Personally, personally. My number, you can reach me on my number. You can reach me on
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp. Yeah, somebody can just type my number on chat. Mama, please, can you talk on the aspect of motivation, because most of us get discouraged because we can't find motivation. Please stay muted. Thank you. So someone says, please, can you talk on the aspect of motivation? Because most of us get discouraged because we can't find motivation when we get to a stage. Mama has turned to P square. Yeah, it just reminded me of that song. Okay, my number is on the chat room right now. Thank you, Sumisola. I would need to mute that person. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. But I want to appreciate you all for turning up today. I mean, right? If you didn't turn up, this wouldn't have happened. So you guys are the real, what's the word now? Good morning, sir. I can see you. Good morning. You guys are the real. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You guys are the real teacher here, not me. It shows me that when you have an event, turn up. So I learned a lesson. So how do you encourage people that are discouraged? You know, the first thing that makes people discouraged is when they see other people doing way better than they are doing. And is that the right way to feel? Not the right way to feel. Fine, this person is doing excellently well. Now the level where the person did be that. What level am I on? You stop. It's a good point to stop and think, okay, this is the level I am. How long have I been on this level since I started playing? And another thing is sometimes we are very